And place your hands behind your back. Fingers pointed away. And just open up the chest and open up the legs on an inhale. Round the body towards your legs on an exhale. So legs come in. Gentle rocking motions. Warming up the spine. Warming up the muscles. Now let's reverse for a moment. This time let's arch the back, opening up the chest with the legs in. And opening up the legs, leaning forward with the legs out. Inhaling. And rounding, exhaling. And inhaling. And rounding, exhaling. So let's notice our range of motion right now with a forward fold. And I have a pretty stiff back this morning, so this is about it in my start. Draw the knees toward each other. Place the hands on the outer edges of the knees. And let's isometrically contract the muscles. So the hands are gently pushing against the outside of the knees as the knees are gently pushing them away, and the knees are going to win. Now, if your back is experiencing too much discomfort already, you might want to elevate your hips. And I think I'm going to do that. I have a little bit of a back discomfort this morning, so I'm going to get up on something to continue to do this. And really what you're doing is you're tilting your pelvis forward. And then when you get to your fullest range of motion, just let the knees flop out. Let's start that again. Let's press against each other, not to the point of pain, just to the point of felt sensation. And then release. Let's do it a third time. And release. Now let's see if we can have a little more comfort in a forward fold. Mine has definitely released a great deal. I hope yours has too. Stretch your legs out in front of you and bend up the, if you're mirroring me, the right leg, and sit up straight and tall, and just notice how you're feeling sitting up already. Once again, if you need to elevate, you could elevate by sitting on something. And without going into pain, go ahead and twist off to your right. Look behind you on the wall or on the floor and pick a spot where your initial range of motion is. And then come back to the front. What I want you to do is really feel the release of muscles here. What can you let go? Soften here. And then let's go back into it again. Number 2. This time eyes are closed. And then soften. Lifting up. And number 3. Activating and releasing muscles with control, with the brain telling it to do it. The brain is saying, muscles engage. The brain is saying, muscles release. We want to be able to do this purposely and not stay in a chronic tense place. So the next time you go ahead and twist off to this side, stay here for a moment and open up the eyes. Let's do some eye yoga. Look up, look down, look left, look right. So my head's not moving at all. It's just my eyes. Look up, look down, look left, and look right. Close the eyes, release everything back to the front, softening. And then reopen the eyes and look behind you and see if you've gained some range of motion. So I was able to see here, I'm able to see a little further now. And release this leg off to the side. And just sit up for a second, just noticing how this feels. If you need to put something under as a support, go ahead and grab something. Raise the arms up to the sky on an inhale. Feel the length. And then just softly fall over on an exhale. Come back toward the middle. Raise the arms up to the sky on an inhale, lengthening the spine. And then releasing forward on an exhale. And last time, raise the arm up and releasing forward. And come back toward middle. Sit here for a second and we'll reverse everything. Inhaling first, exhaling, just lengthen forward and then lift up on an inhale. Exhaling, just lengthen forward, lift up on an inhale. And exhaling, lengthen forward and lift on an inhale. Once again, close the eyes and see how you're feeling. Bend the knee and imagine that your head and your knee have a string attached to it. So once you find that string length, it cannot be lengthened or shortened. It's right here. And then start to slide that leg away, keeping the head at the same distance away from the knee. Now, when you get to your fullest range of motion, which for me today is just about here, stay here, pause for a second or two, and then release back up. And then let's go forward and see if you have a little more comfort in leaning forward. We've been able to release anything. In between the two sides, returning to our position that we started off with, hands facing away from you behind your back. As you lift the chest, allow the legs to open up on the inhale. As you draw the knee forward, round forward. Inhaling. And releasing this way. So we're using opposing muscle groups to create a safer way of stretching